For 13 years, competitors from all across the globe have strived for glory and success throughout many different obstacles and courses. Only a select few have been marked down in history. With the courses evolving and changing each year, athletes have entered and exited their prime. This year, 2024, 30 determined athletes have accepted the challenge to become champion of the ultimate survival attack, SASUKE Craft.
Hello everybody and welcome to the anniversary 5th tournament of SASUKE Crab. I'm your host, Time Galactic. Last tournament, it ended on stage 3. But let's go take a look at some people to look out for this tournament. Tori Sneeko is the host of Star Challenge, an upcoming Minecraft Ninja Warrior tournament. Speaking of Star Challenge, D95 got 2nd place in his first tournament of Star Challenge. Clownable is a dev for the Omnikin Challenge reboot. Clean's got 4th place as a newcomer back in Tournament 4. Can he clear again? All 3 competitors who made the Stage 3 in the last tournament are back. These include Circuit Stupid, Judge Sugar, and the man who got 1st place in the last tournament, Blushy Baby Kai. Will they be able to clear again? Last but not least, the Grand Champion himself, Paul Roblox YT. Will his return be a disappointment or not? Them and the others all begin at the same starting point. The first stage begins with a new mix and match where competitors go across steps and then jump to a sliding rope. On the downhill jump, competitors must ride the skateboard down the track and then jump to a rope that will slide on impact. Then it's the music box where competitors go across assortment of pegs and then climb up a ladder. On the jump angle, competitors go across 3 sets of swinging ropes after jumping off a trampoline. On the half-pipe attack, competitors run across a vertical half-pipe, grab the rope, and swing to the log. On the crooked wall, competitors must run off the side of a concave wall and then jump to a rope. Then it's the flying chute, where competitors must go down the slide, then jump to the rope, and then jump back underneath the slide to the dismount. On the slider jump, competitors must ride the bar down the track, and then jump to a cargo net and climb up it. Finally, it's the subduction zone, where competitors must go across a moving rock wall, and then a stable rock wall. Competitors have 100 seconds to complete the first stage. Well, it is time to begin the 5th tournament of SASUKE Craft, and kicking us off is K-Fly2K. K-Fly first competed in Tournament 3 where, like many others, he failed the bungee bridge. Last tournament, he shockingly failed on the downhill jump, so hopefully he can get his revenge right now. K-Fly, 100 seconds on the clock, and he has begun. Onto the mix and match. This obstacle's a new one, but K-Fly should be able to complete it with ease. And K-Fly getting ready for the obstacle that took him out last tournament, the downhill jump. He goes in, and K-Fly sticks it. K-Fly gonna go on to the music box now. He's never beaten the 3rd obstacle, stage 1. Did not attempt this last tournament. His first look at it in competition. He's going through a little slowly. But now, the harder section. These pegs, harder to navigate. But he's gonna go for the dismount. He gets it. And K-Fly has a new personal best, no matter what he fails now. Going through the jump angle now. This is harder than the Tournaments 1 through 3 version. But K-Fly making it look easy into the half-pipe attack now. K-Fly was a little worried about this in practice, but he should be able to do it now. Which he will. K-Fly's on a very strong run so far. The crooked wall. First look at this, and he gets the rope with ease. Now has to climb up these trap door. Oh, he stumbles a little bit. He's just here to get to be a time waster and to get up to the next obstacle, the flying chute. He's very nervous about this, but he sticks it. Now just gotta get the dismount. And K-Fly 2K, 20 seconds left, heading in with 2 obstacles left. Could he clear the slider jump? First look at this new obstacle as well. He gets a very high launch. Has to climb up the net now. He's running low on time. 1 obstacle left to go, the subduction zone. You can see those pegs will move. But K-Fly 2K has done it. 0.1 seconds left on the clock. K-Fly 2K, the first run of Tournament 5 and the first competitor that will clear the first stage. Congratulations, K-Fly. We'll see you on stage 2 later tonight. Next up is Mickey Cop 8, the host of Kongahaishi. Let's see if Mickey Cop can clear on his first appearance. We just saw K-Fly clear, which was kind of shocking, so maybe Mickey Cop 8 can as well. And Mickey on to the mix and match. Ooh, a nice save there. Now let's get through the rope. And Mickey Cop 8 into the downhill jump. He's going through, goes in for the jump, and no! Mickey Cop is down. Fortunate way to start his journey. Well, next up is Joel Cole R at his signature number 3. He's been number 3 every single tournament. Gonna keep that trend going with tournament 5. Now, Joe Collar has only beaten the first obstacle once in his career. So, let's see how he does. And he's on to the mix and match. Going through, and Joel... Oh, no! Not again! Joel Collar, for his 4th time, is eliminated on the first obstacle of stage 1. Our next competitor is the host of Block Sasuke. It's AxisArt2348. AxisArt, newer to the Minecraft Ninja Warrior community, but he has some skills. He's made it to the last obstacle of Craft Warrior in the last 2 tournaments, so let's see how he does. You just saw Joko R fail here, going through, and he gets onto the rope. Now AxisArt was mainly worried about the downhill jump and the flying chute, and he goes for the downhill jump and he just can't get it, and AxisArt is eliminated. Getting ready to take on the first stage now is Wipeout Boy 10. This is his first time competing here in Sasuke Craft, so let's see if he can start it off with a bang. So far, only K-Fly has made it to the music box. But now Wipeout Boy 10 has begun. Onto the mix and match, Joko R failed here. But Wipeout Boy 10 is going to make it through. Now the downhill jump, the obstacle was very difficult last tournament. It's been pretty hard this tournament. But he gets it with perfect execution. He's going to be the second to get onto the music box. Wipeout Boy 10 going through at a lot faster pace than K-Fly. Let's see if he can clear the jump angle. Now Wipeout Boy 10 going through. Well, he gets caught up on the last rope, but he still makes it. Now into the half-up attack. Was a little worried about this for his run, but he goes for it, and yes, he makes it. Now the crooked wall. Wipeout Boy 10 gets it, and now has to climb up these trap doors. Perfect. Now the flying chute. Wipeout Boy 10 going through, goes in for the rope, and he's made it. Wipeout Boy 10 putting on a show right now. Headed in now to the slider jump. And he gets onto the bar. He's sliding it down, and he makes it onto the net. Wipeout Boy 10. The subduction zone now. He's climbing up. Wipeout Boy 10 has cleared the first stage. Yes! He's done it. Next up on the first stage is the Host of Star Challenge. It's Corey Sneeko. Last tournament he competed and a shocking fail in the half-pipe attack. I thought he was going to clear last tournament, so maybe he can clear this time. Let's see how Corey does. He's made it to the final stage 2 times in a row in Craft Warrior. Now, going through the mix and match, and yes, he's got it. Corey now into the downhill jump, and he gets it. Corey moving through at a pretty good pace as well. Now the music box. No one's failed here yet today, but a lot of people did fail here last tournament. And Corey Sneeko gets the dismount. Now the jump angle. And gets caught up on that second rope. Pauses on the third. And he's made it. Now the obstacle that took him out in the last tournament, the half-pipe attack. We know he can beat this. He just made a silly error on it last time. And yes, Corey now. The crooked wall. 50 seconds left as he gets through it. Has to climb up these trapdoors. And he does. The flying chute now. Did not get to attempt the last tournament. But he makes it. Corey Sneeko. Taking a little bit of time there on that rope. But he's going to be able to make it through. Now into the slider jump. And yes, he's got it. To slide down the track, and now has to climb up the rope. And Corey Sneeko, 1 obstacle left to go, and Corey going through, climbing up, and Corey Sneeko has cleared the first stage. The third competitor advancing through. He was able to clear the downhill jump with ease, a beautiful attempt on it. Then he got revenge on the obstacle that he failed last time, the half-pipe attack. Then he got up the subduction zone. When there's time to spare, he cleared the first stage. We'll see him later tonight on stage 2. Next up on the first stage is Thugmaster 62. Now he's another newcomer doing a little emote there at the starting line. Maybe that'll give us some good luck. Just saw Corey Sneeko clear. Can this competitor clear the first stage? Thugmaster gets ready. And Thugmaster has begun. Thugmaster 62, his first ever attack on the course. Now going through the mix and match. And Thugmaster 62 has done it. Now into the downhill jumps. Obstacle's been pretty difficult. But Thugmaster, I don't know what just happened. He just lagged, but he made it. And now taking a long time on that pathway there. But now the music box. Thugmaster going through very slowly. Only 70 seconds left. He's gonna have to pick up the pace if he does want to clear. Just pausing right there. He's just showboating. Thugmaster under a minute and he's not even on to the 4th obstacle, but he makes it. Now the jump angle. Thugmaster. Can he make it through? Going at a very slow pace. I don't know if it's going to be possible for him to clear at this pace. But he's into the half-pipe attack. Thugmaster 62. How far can he get? 35 seconds left. He's going across. Goes in. And Thugmaster 62 makes it. The crooked wall now. Lands on the rope. Thugmaster 62. Now has to get up this trapdoor ladder. He's not going to be able to clear, but can he at least beat the flying chute? Thugmaster 62 going in. Thugmaster goes for the jump and he undershoots it. Thugmaster 62 is eliminated. Oh. Well, we're going to get right into our next competitor. It's a D95, second place, a Star Challenge Tournament 1. Lost to Wing Raider. Wing Raiders did not compete this tournament. Let's see how D95 can do on his first attack on SASUKE Craft. We all know he has skill from Star Challenge. According to the host of Star Challenge, Corey Sneeko, who cleared earlier, he's a Bedrock Sweat. So if he actually is, then that'll be really good for him because he has one of the best chances of getting total victory. D95 going through pretty fast. Always been a speedy competitor. And now D95 jumps in to the jump angle and he's going through. And D95 has made it. D95 heading in to the half-pipe attack. goes for the jump, and he stays on the rope instead of rushing it, but it's going to pay off as he gets it. Now 50 seconds left into the crooked wall, and he makes it. D95 now. Struggling a little bit on the trapdoor ladder, but now it's into the flying chute. Can D95 make it? And D95 gets through the flying chute. 30 seconds left. And he gets the jump into the slider jump. Now the cargo net. He's climbing up. D95, one more obstacle to go. D95 getting ready. Has to climb up the second part of the rock wall, and D95 has cleared the first stage with 11.6 seconds left. D95, a spectacular run. No mistakes. Besides on that little trapdoor part on the crooked wall. But he was able to get up the subduction zone with a decent pace, and we'll see him take on stage 2 later tonight. Well, our next competitor is Clownable, another newcomer. However, Clownable is a developer for the new Omnikins Challenge reboot. Helped with some of the obstacles, and those have pretty difficult obstacles, so hopefully he has some good skill from making that course. Let's see. Clownable can become our 5th competitor clear. We just saw D95 clear. So now it's his turn. Clownable. No one really knows who he is. So that's a few people. So we could have a shot clear here. I know he has some skill, but does he have enough skill to clear the first stage? Time to find out. That's Clownable. His time has begun. He's onto the mix and match. A few people have failed here so far, but not that many. But Clownable is going to make it through. Now the downhill jump. This obstacle's been pretty tricky, but a beautiful execution of it, and he's made it. The music box now. Going across. Pretty fast pace as well. I did not know Clownable was a faster competitor, but proving that he is right now. Going through into the half pipe attack now. The vertical half pipe took out 2 competitors last time, and Clownable gets through it. Now the crooked wall, and Clownable goes in for the jump, and Clownable landed on the rope for a split second there, but just slipped off. He landed on the side of the rope instead of the front, and you want to land on the front of it so you don't get pushed off there like Clownable just did. Next up is Minecraft's strongest fisherman. It's ETN Dream. Now, he only cleared once in the original series, and it has not even gone past the 4th obstacle yet in the reboot. But hopefully, this will be the time that he can clear it. All the way back in Tournament 3 of the original series is when he cleared. Can this be his time? Let's see how he does into the mix and match. He's going to clear it with ease. Getting ready for the downhill jump. Got the jump angle in the last tournament. And he gets onto the rope in ETN Dream into the music box. He struggled with this a little bit in the original series, but maybe he can clear this time. Cleared it last tournament. And no! He fails! Overshot that peg, and ETN Dream is out. Well, our 50th competitor back for Tournament 5 after a medical emergency prevented him from competing last tournament is GamerTim3YT. Never failed the first stage. So let's see how he does this tournament. See if he become our 5th competitor to clear. And Tim has begun into the mix and match. Lands onto the rope. Has to slide it down the track. Takes a little bit of time there, but shouldn't be that bad if he goes at a decent pace throughout the rest of the course. He's hesitating a lot though. Even more. Tim. This is not like him. He usually is a lot more efficient and fast. But he's just struggling a lot. Now the music box going through. Can he make it across? You just saw ETN Dream fell here. Minecraft strongest fisherman. And Tim makes it through the music box. The jump angle now. Never failed this in the first 2 tournaments. Looking to keep that streak alive. Looking to keep his stage 1 clear streak alive. Even though he didn't compete last tournament. Getting ready. Taking a lot of time though. Tim usually goes a lot faster. He's into the half of attack now. Half of attack has been pretty easy for everyone so far. And it's gonna be easy for Tim as well. Now what Climbable failed a little bit ago. And Tim goes in and Tim undershoots it! Gamer Tim 3YT for his first time! No! For his first time! He fails the first stage! Tim! I can't believe it! He just jumped so early! Didn't even come close to making it onto the rope! Tim, no! His streak is over! Well, next up on the first stage is Turkey Man 1437, lagging a lot as he enters up to the starting platform. Let's see how the Thanksgiving meal will do. He's made to stage 2 before, back in tournament 2, but let's see how he does. Last tournament went down on the downhill jump, which was very shocking. But he's going, calls on the rope there. There we go. He makes it through mix and match. Now the obstacle he failed last tournament. Turkey Man goes for it, and he grabs the rope and successfully makes it through the downhill jump. Now heading over to the music box. Did not get to attempt this last tournament, but he's handling it very well. Going through, he makes it. Now just gotta get that dismount, and now onto the obstacle that he failed in the very first tournament, the jump angle. Now going through. Going in, just got the dismount left to go, and he's got it. Now into the half of attack. Ready, he's running across the half pipe. Goes for it, and he misses the rope! Doesn't even get a chance to jump to the log, just completely misses the rope, and Turkey Man is eliminated on the first stage once again. Well, the next competitor on the first stage is It's77. It's77 has a long history of Minecraft competitions, as he is the best competitor.
He does it! He does it! He does it!
Now, in SASUKE Craft, he's only cleared once, and it was with 0.1 second left because of the last obstacle. He had an inhuman save on it. But let's see how he does. He did not compete last tournament. In tournament 3, he timed up on the wall lifting, the last obstacle of the second stage. And now the downhill jump, and he gets onto the rope. And now the music box. Getting ready, cross these pegs. He's going through. Xavier doing very well so far. However, he's not on the fastest pace. And now going for the dismount. It's 77 now. Into the jump angle. He failed this in tournament 2. Goes for it, and he lands on it. Now it's a maneuver down. It's 77 knots. Does not have a lot of time. Now the obstacle that Turkey Man just failed just completely missed the rope. Xavier goes in, And he gets it. However, like I said, he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to clear. Xavier lands on the rope. Now has to climb up the ladder. The trapdoor ladder, that is. Now the flying chute. It's 77. Lands on it. Now just has to get the dismount. Just wasting time sitting there. He makes it onto the ladder. And with 15 seconds left to go, I don't think it's going to be possible. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible unless he somehow finds a way. He's not going to do it. Xavier. And it's 77 is out of time on the subduction zone. Right as he jumps onto the first rock wall hold. It's 77. Just had a slow run all throughout, and it cost him in the end. He also spent a very long time on this music box. He was able to get through the crooked wall, however, and got up the trapdoor ladder very fast. However, he just timed up, and he's done. Just figuring out that he timed up. Next up on the first stage is Musquin. Now, in the last permit, Musquin got the third fastest time on stage 1, so we know he has the speed. However, he went down instantly on stage 2, failing the prism strike, which was the first obstacle. So we know he has the speed, but he's also made to stage 3 before. However, he failed the first obstacle. So he's failed the first obstacle at stage 2 and stage 3. So that's not good. But now the downhill jump, Musquin goes in. Musquin is eliminated by the downhill jump. Well, we currently sit at 5 clears on the first stage, but next up is Oculus's Epic, a competitor who certainly has the skill to go all the way. Last time we saw him, it was in Torment 2, where he failed the second to last obstacle of stage 1, the Tarzan jump. I was very disappointed about that. However, in Torment 1, he made it to the pole grasper, I believe. So, let's see how he does. First time competing since Torment 2. And he's begun in the mix and match. Going across these steps, gets the rope, and he's made it through to the downhill jump. Now Oculus, obviously known for being a speedier competitor, so that should help him here. But we did see 877 time up not that long ago. He's going through the music box now. And he just completely rushes it. A very good strategy there. And now the jump angle. He's going to rush all of it, and he makes it through. Now the half-pipe attack. Run across that half-pipe, getting ready to jump to the rope. And he's got it. Now, crooked wall. Lands on it. Oculus failed an obstacle that involved the rope last time, so probably glad that he beat that. Now the flying chute was able to beat this in Torment 2, but it was a lot easier back then. And he goes for the dismount. He got it. 40 seconds left for the last 2 obstacles. Oculus now, the slider jump. And Oculus gets climbing up. And he misses! Oculus, for his second time, is down on the second to last obstacle of the first stage. A fail that came out of nowhere. He was at such a smooth pace, and Oculus will end his run earlier than he wanted to. He wanted to make it to the top of the mountain, and now he's been eliminated. Oculus sits there in shock. Wow. Well, the last day runner to take on the first stage is the rising star, Clinks. Last tournament, Clinks competed for his first time, and he made it all the way to stage 2. He got 4th place by failing the skywalk, only being out by the 3 people who made it to stage 3. Let's see if the newest rising star can clear once again. And here we go, Clinks into the mix and match. A lot of pressure on Clinks here. Last tournament's last day run did not end too well. Ended right here, but Clinks gets it and is going to head over to the music box now. Only one person has failed here so far. Clinks, the very fast competitor, got the fastest time on stage 1 last time. You already know he's going for that again. Clinks heading through, and he's got it. Now the half-pipe attack. Saw Turkey Man go out here. Clink goes for the jump, and he gets it. Now the crooked wall. Goes in for the rope, and he lands on it. Now to climb up the trapdoor ladder, and Clinks at a very good pace. 50 seconds left. Huge amount of time. Lands onto the rope. Now for the dismount, and Clinks gets it. 40 seconds left in the slider jump. Just saw Oculus's Epic go down here. And he was a speed demon as well. And Clinks, he gets up it. One more obstacle to go. The seduction zone, a beautiful strategy. Clinks has cleared the first stage once again with the fastest time so far, I believe. He got through the downhill jump, which was what he was mainly nervous about. And then he had one of the best attempts on the flying chute this tournament so far. Got on the rope perfectly, and then was able to climb up the subduction zone in time. And we'll see him take on stage 2 later tonight. Three competitors are left to take on this brutal first stage. First one of them is Just Trigger. Second place in the last tournament, went down on the ultimate cliffhanger, just like Circuit and Kai did. Let's see how he will do. Never failed the first or second stage. Looking to keep that streak alive here. 100 seconds on the clock. You know he's gunning for that fastest time. Maybe even a speed record. Right now that is 28 seconds left on the dot. Held by Paul Roblox YT in Tournament 3. But JT gets on to the rope. Heading over to the music box now. Let's see if he can do it. JT, one of the best competitors in SASUKE craft history. Truly very efficient. He's a very good competitor. Out of the first 4 tournaments, he's failed either the cliffhanger or after the cliffhanger. Tournament 2, got to the final. Tournament 3, failed the last jump of stage 3. But he goes in for the crooked wall. He gets it. Now climbing up the trapdoor ladder. Gets up with ease. More time than Clinks. And you know that he's gunning for that fastest time. Goes in for the dismount. Hesitates a little bit, but he gets it. Coming in now with around 42 seconds left for the slider jump. Lands on it. Just has to climb up the net. One more obstacle left to go to subduction zone. JT, he missed the first peg there, but gets up it. And JT, the fastest time so far. 25.6 seconds left on the clock. Our 10th competitor to finish the first stage. Had a very smooth run all throughout. No mistakes at all. Besides that subduction zone mistake where he missed the rock wall hold for a split second there. But that does not matter, as JT, for his 5th time in a row, is going to stage 2. Congratulations, JT. Our second to last competitor got first place in the last tournament is Blushy Baby Kai. Recently, Kai's been doing really good. Tournament 2, got the stage 3, failed the pole grasper. And then in Tournament 3, he got his first ever final stage in a Minecraft comp. However, it ended in 4 seconds, so that was quite embarrassing for him. But he followed that up with a first place, as he is currently the only competitor ever to make it to the 5th ledge on the ultimate cliffhanger. That could change this tournament though. But he has begun. Kai has always been a slower competitor, so barely cleared stage 1 and barely cleared stage 2 last time. The downhill jump goes in and he gets the rope barely, and now Blushy Baby Kai heading over to the music box. Can he beat it? Going across. Blushy Baby Kai. See, that stuff right there where he waited on that peg, that is why he always clears with little time left. Is because he just like wastes time on simple stuff. But that still does not take away the fact of how good of a competitor he is. One of the most consistent competitors ever in SASUKE Craft. And he's heading across the half-up attack, and ooh, he barely got that. Got rubber banded there. And he gets the crooked wall. Now has to climb up the trapdoor ladder, lagging a little bit. Oh, and he's struggling. He is struggling on the trapdoor ladder. There we go. Finally finds his rhythm. That's not good for his time. Only 30 seconds left. Around it at least. But he gets onto the rope now to get to the dismount. And he does. Needs to pick up the pace. 20 seconds left. Can Kai clear in time? He's going to need to hurry on the cargo net right here. He's wasting time though. Can Kai make it up in time? Blushy Baby Kai, he gets it. It's gonna be close. It's going to be close. Needs to hurry. Will he make it in time? Kai, he's going for it. And Kai has done it. 2 seconds left on the dot. The 11th competitor to clear. There is only one competitor left. Number 150, the 150th run in SASUKE Craft history, Paul Roblox YT. Now, in the original series, Tournament 3, he got Constant Say Ah. And then in Tournament 2 of the reboot, he timed up on the final stage, but came back the next tournament, Tournament 3 of the reboot, got Constant Say Ha. And now, he's looking to get Constant Say Ha this tournament. Did not compete last time. He's back for the anniversary tournament. Let's see if he'll put up a show, or if he'll have his first ever stage 1 fail. Paul Roblox YT, the best competitor in SASUKE Craft history, has begun. He's going across, and he's already hesitating. He has not done Minecraft parkour in a long time, and it clearly shows. But hopefully, his raw skill can help him here. Into the downhill jump. He was very nervous about this, but he gets a very awkward jump, but he makes it through. Now the music box. He should be able to do this one as he did it in the original series. Every time it was there. And Paul lands it. And now getting ready. He's going to go for the dismount here. And he gets it. And now Paul Roblox YT. The jump angle. He found a speedrun strat in the original version of it. And he finds another speedrun strat on this new version. The half-pipe attack now. He was also nervous about this one. And he gets a very good jump and he makes it through. 45 seconds left. Crooked wall rushes it and he lands on it. Now has to climb up the trap doors. Does it with ease. Now, the flying chute. He did this both times in Tournament 2 and 3 when it was there. He doesn't even shift. I'm pretty sure he didn't even shift on that jump to the rope. Very a risky move there. But he's around the same pace as Kai, a little bit more time. But now has to climb up the cargo net. He's going through. And he slips! No! Paul! Slipped! But he makes it back up. He needs to hurry. There's no way it's possible at this point. Paul! No! Paul! But he still clears! 0.1 seconds left! Paul! Somehow, in a miraculous way, clears the first stage. It should have been wraps for Paul Roblox YT. That slip up on the slider jump was costly. However, he was able to use his raw skill and speed from Tournaments 1 through 3 to make it through. With 0.1 seconds left, Paul Roblox YT is our last challenger in to the second stage. Congratulations. The second stage begins with the stop and go, where competitors must go across a series of objects. This is made by Paul Roblox YT. Then it's a new salmon ladder, where competitors must use the bar to hop it up several rungs and then jump to a platform. Then it's a double compressor, where competitors must jump across 2 compressors and land on a green resting bar. Then it's a skywalk, where competitors must use their feet and hands to maneuver across this wall with a thin ledge on it. Then it's a grand circle, where competitors must jump off a trampoline into a circle and onto the dismount platform. Finally, it's a passing wall, where competitors must push through 3 walls that will all do different things. Competitors only have 50 seconds to do this. Well, our first competitor to take on Stage 2 was the first competitor that cleared Stage 1, SASUKE. This is his 3rd time competing. No one really expected this guy to clear, but he did, so WK-Fly, I guess. Let's see if K-Fly can continue his success into the 3rd stage. Stage is not easy though. It's the shortest out of all of them, besides the final stage, of course. But it is very tricky. And K-Fly has begun. Onto the new stop and go. Gets rubber banded there, climbing up the totem pole. Now to jump across 2 slimes and onto a block. And K-Fly has beaten it. Now the salmon ladder. And K-Fly loses his grip, and K-Fly's incredible tournament comes to an end. Fortunate for K-Fly. Hopefully he comes back next time. Our next competitor is the first newcomer that will be taking on this stage. It's Wipeout Boy 10. No one knows who this guy is, but he was able to clear, and now he's on to stage 2. With newcomers, can he clear? Now on to stop and go. Now to climb up these ladders, and then onto the slime. And lines it up perfectly, and now it's into the obstacle that K-Fly 2K just failed. Salmon ladder. Lagging a lot, but he's gonna make it up and get to the dismount. Now the double compressor. And across, and he makes a transition. And now he's on the skywalk. The obstacle took someone out last minute, clinks. But Wipeout Boy 10 does it with perfect execution. 15 seconds left. The grand circle, and almost overshoots it, but it's into the passing wall. Wipeout Boy 10, this newcomer, has cleared. Congratulations, Wipeout Boy 10. Next up is Corey Sneeko, making his first appearance here in the 2nd stage. Let's see how he will do, just so Wipeout Boy 10 clear. And Corey has begun. Stop and go. Climb out these ladders. And Corey misses! And Corey Sneeko, his tournament's over. Next up is D95. Now, D95, according to a bunch of people, he's a bedrock sweat. So let's see how he does. His time's begun. Now, we just saw Corey Sneeko fail here. But D95 is going to get up and is going to get through the stop and go. Now the salmon ladder. Going very fast. People have said he's not good at timing. He said it himself too, but he looks really good there. Now going across the double compressor. Perfect. Now going across the skywalk. D95. Very good so far. It goes for the dismount, and he's got it. However, he might need to pick it up. Pick the pace up, that is. He goes in. He lifts up the wall, opens it up, and D95 is cleared. D95, the second competitor to clear the 2nd stage. We'll see him take on stage 3 later. Next up on stage 2, making his first appearance in stage 2, is Tanner. Now, Tournament 3, he fell off the side of the Great Wall, which is a fail I never thought I'd see. In the last tournament, it's the last jump of stage 1. Very heartbreaking. But now, it's time for him to take on the 2nd stage. Let's see if Tanner He cleared from our third competitor clear. And Tanner has begun on to the totem part of stop and go. And he's gonna skip that last ladder, I believe. And now the salmon ladder. Took out K-Fly 2K earlier, but Tanner's gonna get up it with ease. Now the double compressor at a very fast pace. Then jumps to the rest bar and he comes up short. Tanner! His tournament is over. He did really well in practice, but oh man. Next up, we have Circuit is Stupid. Now, Circuit got the fastest time on stage 2 last tournament. Got third place, failed, cliffhanger, but he's begun. Climbing up. He's also going to skip the last ladder. Now, climbing up. Salmon ladder. As Circuit gets it, now the double compressor. Circuit saw Tanner fail here, but he gets it with ease. Now the skywalk. No one has failed here yet so far. As Circuit's gonna make it through. And he's got it. Now, Circuit is Stupid gets through the grand circle. All that's left is the passing wall. Going through very fast. And Circuit is Stupid has cleared once again. Circuit is Stupid ties the speed record on stage 2 with 8.7 seconds left. Congratulations, Circuit. Next up on the second stage is Just Trigger. Got the fastest time on stage 1. He's an all-star. Let's see if JT can get back to stage 3. Kind of like a rhyme there. Stage 3, JT, C. But JT climbing up the totem part on stop and go. Now JT, he's really fast on first stages. But on second stages, he does have a tied speed record, which Circuit just tied with. But other than that, he's always had kind of slower stage 2 times. And you can kind of see right now, not a lot of time left heading into the skywalk. Going across. Might need to hurry. Eddie gets it. But the klaxon is already sounding. It's going to be a miracle if JT can clear. But we know he can. JT is going to run through it. JT has cleared the second stage. JT, an incredible run. I did not expect him to make it, but he did. With 1.4 seconds left. Congratulations, JT. We'll see him later on stage 3. Congratulations to Just Trigger. Next up is the blushy baby guy. Got to the final stage, tournament 3. Last remaining got first place. Is currently the only competitor to ever land on the 5th ledge of the ultimate cliffhanger. Let's see if Guy can become the 7th competitor to clear. And now Kai going across. Stop and go. We have seen 2 people fail this. So do not take this for granted. But bless you, baby Kai now into the salmon ladder. So K-Fly failed this earlier. And he jumps in. Kai is down! Kai, for the first time since Tournament 1, is eliminated by Stage 2. A competitor that had so much potential to win all this tournament is eliminated. No! The last competitor to take on Stage 2 this tournament is Paul Roblox YT, the Grand Champion of Tournament 3, the only Grand Champion in this reboot as of now. Let's see how he does. It's his first time taking on the new Stage 2. Same time limit though. Let's see how Paul does. And he has begun. Paul Roblox YT, he made this obstacle, so he should have no problem with it. Paul now going in for the jump. And Paul lands on that slime block. Stuck it. And now what we just saw Kai fail, the salmon ladder. Well, he's going up very fast. Now the double compressor. Gets the transition. And now he's on the skywalk. Moving across. No one failed here yet. But he's going to make it. And now the grand circle. No one has failed this either. He's got it. And now the passing wall. Running a little bit low on time. But he should be able to clear, run through. And yes, Paul Roblox YT. The 7th competitor to clear. Tying the clear record. Once again, he tied it in Stage 1 with 12. Ties it here on Stage 2 with 7. Paul, a very smooth run. Really no flaws. He was at a steady pace the whole time. He may have had the slowest time, but that does not matter as he's still moving on. Congratulations, Paul. We'll see you later on Stage 3. What a good run. The 3rd stage begins with the elevation. It now does not move up and down, so it should be easier for our competitors this tournament. Then it's the pinball machine, where competitors must go through the maze with levitation. Then it's the new scaffolding junction, where competitors must jump across 3 scaffolding. Then it's the undefeated ultimate cliffhanger. 6 ledges that competitors must hang on to without missing any jumps. Then it's the last new obstacle, the trigger trapdoors. So competitors must go across 5 sets of trapdoors. Then it's the unattempted pinch climb, where competitors must go across 4 colored ledges that get thinner and thinner and descend as you go. Then it's the frame fitter, 7 frames that competitors must jump through. These are very hard jumps. Then finally, it's the undefeated pipe slider, where competitors must use the pipe, move down the track, and then make the brutal final jump. There is no time limit. Well, 7 competitors stand in the midst of the 3rd stage brutality. Last tournament, no one was able to get past the ultimate cliffhanger. But here, this newcomer, Wipeout Boy 10, stands alone. Let's see if he can do it, as he's begun. Going across the elevation, been made easier. And he jumps onto the pinball machine. Going through, lags a little bit, but he's going to make it through. Now the scaffolding junction. This looks easy, but it's very hard. You have to be really precise with your timing. But Wipeout Boy 10 has done it. Now the undefeated ultimate cliffhanger. 3 people have attempted this and all 3 have failed. He's the 4th competitor ever to attempt the ultimate cliffhanger. Can he do it? Getting ready. Wipeout Boy 10. Only one person has ever made this jump, and Wipe Up Boy 10 overshoots it! And Wipe Up Boy 10 is eliminated. Next up is D95, the last newcomer remaining. I know that he has a lot of potential, so let's see how he does as he's begun. D95, the last newcomer, had an incredible Stage 2 run and an incredible Stage 1 run. We're going to follow it up with an incredible Stage 2 run. And now he's on the Scaffolding Junction. Wipe Up Boy 10 got through this pretty easily. D95 gets it. And D95 through Scaffolding Junction. Now the undefeated ultimate cliffhanger. The 5th person ever to attempt this. D95, a little bit of struggle there, but he pulled himself up. And more struggle. And he finally gets up it. Now, D95 is the 2nd person to ever land that jump. D95, this is the jump that no one has ever beaten. D95 is the first competitor to ever beat the ultimate cliffhanger. D95 has done it, and he's going right through the trigger trap doors as well. D95 is destroying this course with a very fast pace as well. D95 is going right through the pinch climb. I can't even focus on how he became the first person to ever beat the ultimate cliffhanger because he's just flying through this. Look at the speed on the frame fitter. Every jump, he's doing it perfectly. And D95 is on to the undefeated pipe slider. In Tournament 1, 2 people attempted this and they both failed. Now it's a different version, D95. No, he slips! D95! No! He became the first person to ever beat the ultimate cliffhanger. With an incredible technique, a little bit of hesitation, but he still did it. But then, on the pipe slider, he just went way too late at D95. The pipe slider will remain undefeated for now. No! Next up is the last rising star remaining in the competition. It's Clinks. His first time here on 3rd stage. He's begun on the elevation. He's going to momentum all of it, and Clinks is into the pinball machine. Moving across, Clinks, and... No, he lost his grip! Clinks is already out! In a matter of seconds, Clinks' 3rd stage run has come to an end. Down on the pinball machine. And his tournament's done. 3 attempts, no success. Next up is the first All-Star taking on the 3rd stage. It's a Jack of Trash. This is only his 2nd time ever making it here, but we know he can do good. Tournament 1, the only time he's ever made it here, he failed on the cliffhanger. And he has begun going through the elevation, pauses on that 2nd handle there, or elevator, whatever you want to call it, but now he's into the pinball machine. We just saw Clinks fail here. Getting ready, and he begins, and he uses the same strat that Wipe Up Boy 10 does. Now, the Scaffolding Junction. He was very nervous about this obstacle, which it's reasonable to be nervous. He rubber bands his way to the next one. Gets ready, and he makes it! Now the ultimate cliffhanger. We saw D95 become the first person to ever beat this. Can he do it now, under the pressure? And Jack, getting ready for the horizontal section, which is definitely the hardest part of the obstacle. As he pulls himself up and makes it. Here we go. Jack is trash. Going in for the big jumps. Last 2 ledges are very hard to get to. But he gets ready. He goes in. He rubber bands his way through. And Jack is trash is the 2nd person to ever beat the ultimate cliffhanger. And now the trigger trap doors. He struggled with it when he first started practicing, but got really consistent at it. Now the jump to the last set. Jack goes for it. Oh, never mind, he pauses. He goes for it now, and he gets it! And now the jump into the pinch climb. And he makes it! A lot slower than D95. But sometimes speed can kill, and we saw that was D95 on the pipe slider. Right now, Jack has to focus on every jump on the pinch climb. One more! Now is in to the frame fitter. If he can just make that jump in, and he does, he's going to momentum into that 2nd frame. Jack maneuvering across. He's looking to make it to the 4th frame. Jack is sitting there, but he goes for it and he makes it. Now, this is probably the hardest jump on the obstacle. Jack goes in, rubber bands his way through. Common theme in this run is him just rubber banding. But he is going to clear the freight fitter if he can make it onto the bar, which he can. He's into the undefeated pipe slider. We saw D95 fail this. Didn't even get to attempt the final jump. Just failed going down the track. And Jack is Trash has begun maneuvering across. He's made it farther than D95 did. Jack is Trash. Just has to get under one more. He's struggling though, and he's made it to the final jump. This is very difficult. Jack is Trash goes in for the final jump. Jack is going to the final stage. For the first time in this new era, we will see the final stage. An incredible performance and showing of his excellence. What a run! He was able to become the second person to ever beat the ultimate cliffhanger with perfect execution, even with the rubber banding. He had an incredible attempt on it and then made the jump that he was nervous about on the trigger trap doors with perfect strategy. And then was able to make it onto the pinch climb as well. And then he struggled a lot going underneath the last barrier, but when he did, he knew it came down to the final jump. He practiced for it during his practice time, and it paid off. And Jack is Trash will be going to the final stage. Next up on the third stage is Circuit is Stupid. Just witnessed the first ever clear on this new era on stage 3. You know he wants to clear as well. Let's see how Circuit will do. Just staring all the way through to the end, mainly focusing on the ultimate cliffhanger. And he's just doing some dance moves. Circuit always likes to hype himself up before he begins. Always like to have fun on stage 3s. And here we go. Circuit's getting ready to start. And he's begun. Lagged his way onto that first elevator. And now just has to make it to the fourth, which he does. Now the pinball machine. He failed this in Tournament 3. But he's going through very fast. Hot Clings fail here, but Circuit does it. Now the scaffolding junction. Getting ready. He makes it onto the second. Lagging a lot though. And he makes it. Now Circuit is onto the obstacle that he failed in the last tournament. The ultimate cliffhanger. He's already seen 2 people beat it. You know he wants to join them. Circuit getting ready to pull himself up to the third ledge. And he does it. Now, this is the jump that he failed in the last tournament. Circuit is stupid. Going ready to light himself up. Circuit pausing. He goes for it. Circuit's a very good jump. And Circuit is through the ultimate cliffhanger as well. Right onto the trigger trap doors. Can he make it? Circuit lands on the 4th set. One more set to go. Circuit misses! And Circuit will not be able to get past the trigger trap doors. However, he was able to beat the ultimate cliffhanger, which is all he wanted to do coming into this tournament. He lined it up perfectly with a perfect momentum jump. However, just did not get a good jump and missed. Congratulations to Circuit though for getting this far in Tournament 5. What a run. Well, we already have one person go into the final stage, but you know Judge Trigger wants to join him. The second to last competitor to run the third stage. Can he make it to the final for a second time? And he's begun. On to the elevation. Got second place in the last tournament, failed the ultimate cliffhanger. However, we just saw Circuit, who also failed it last time, beat it. So hopefully that gives some hope to him. And only one person that failed it. That was Wipe Up Boy 10. Going through the scaffolding junction though. And he makes it. Now the ultimate cliffhanger. Ooh, he falls down a little bit, but he's able to pull himself up still. Now the transition to third ledge. JT goes for it. And he slips back down to the platform. Now he's going to have to get to that second ledge again. That was a good save there. But if that platform was not there, his run would have been over. But he makes it up. Now the transition across. And he makes it to the fourth ledge. Now the jump to the fifth. The jump he failed in the last minute. JT sticks onto the fifth ledge, and he makes it to the sixth, and Just Trigger is the next competitor to beat the ultimate cliffhanger into the obstacle that he helped make. He made the initial design, and then we added some more like detail to it, like the oars and the red line. So of course he's gonna beat it into the pinch climb now. He's going at a very good pace as well. Even though there's no time limit, you know JT is gonna go fast. Now the frame fitter was very nervous about this obstacle, but he's doing very good. Just Trigger looking to join Jack his Trash on the final stage. This is an incredible run so far. Only has to go through 2 more frames. Just Trigger going in for the last frame, and Just Trigger is through the frame fitter. Now, the pipe slider. Jack is Trash, the only one to ever beat the pipe slider, and he's cheesing it, which this strategy is allowed. But if you get stuck, then you're most likely going to fall into the water. But Just Trigger goes for the final jump. Just Trigger is going to the final stage for his second time. JT will be making it to the final stage. What an incredible run from the All-Star. An insane performance. He beat the ultimate cliffhanger, which is all he wanted to do this tournament. And once he beat that, he knew that he was going to clear most of these obstacles. He said it was coming down to the frame fitter after he beat the cliffhanger. But however, he was able to beat the frame fitter with ease, even just doing a raw 4 block. And then when it came to the final jump of the third stage, he did it with excellence. A perfect jump, a perfect example of how to do the final jump. Congratulations. The last competitor to take on Stage 3. Can he get his 3rd ever Stage 3 clear? It's Paul Roblox YT, the grand champion of Tournament 3. We already have 2 competitors going to the final stage. Can he become the 3rd? We all know he has the skills to do so. He was mainly nervous about the back half of Stage 3, which that is a very tricky section of obstacles. However, based on the results, you wouldn't guess so, as only one person has failed the back half, and that was D95. But Paul has begun his run, and he's going to make it through elevation, now the pinball machine. Beat this in Tournament 3, so he should have no problem, because this is honestly probably easier than that version. But now the scaffolding junction. Once again, he was only nervous about the back half, so he should have these obstacles down. He rubber bands his way onto the second, and he makes it, and now the ultimate cliffhanger. Now, in the original series, when this was here, he did fail once. That was the first time it was introduced. But this is the second tournament that it's in. So, maybe he can clear. Plus, he knows how to do it because obviously he cleared it many times. Cleared it 3 times in the original series. And now Paul struggling a little bit to get up, but he makes it. And now Paul is going to cross the horizontal section. Here we go. Paul, lags a little bit there. And now goes in. Second attempt at it. Paul is going to beat the ultimate cliffhanger. The 5th person to do so tonight, I believe. Very good performance so far. Now the obstacle that he was mostly worried about, the trigger trap doors. Paul said that he was very nervous about this obstacle and he could not beat it that often in practice. But he's moving across. And he makes it to the 4th set. Now the jump to the 5th set. Can he make it? Paul lands it. Now the jump that he was most worried about. The jump into the pinch climb. Paul makes it. He's done it. He's beaten the obstacle that he was mainly worried about. And now the pinch climb. He's pretty good at 3-block 1-ups. So this should be pretty easy for him. Ooh, a little bit of hesitation there, though. The nerves are getting to him. You can tell. Another hesitation there. The nerves are getting to him. But he goes right into the frame fitter. Another obstacle that he was really worried about. Into the 2nd frame. Now the jump to the 3rd. Lining it up. Paul makes it into the 3rd. Now the jump to the 4th. Lands it. The jump to the 5th frame. was very nervous about this jump. Paul goes in, and he lands it. Now the jump to the 6th frame. Can he do it? To the 6th, into the 7th, and he's through the frame fitter. The 4th competitor to attempt the pipe slider tonight. I believe the 6th competitor overall, because both competitors who attempted it in Tournament 1 are not here. Sergio Stupid failed earlier, and Paul retired from competing. But Paul has made it to the final jump. The 3rd competitor cleared. Could it be him, or will we only have 2 advancing? Paul goes for it, and Paul is going to the final stage for his 3rd time! He's done it! Once again! Truly showing that he is not washed. Paul, an incredible performance in showing of his skills. Not one mistake during this whole run. And then when it came down to the final jump, he just did it perfectly. And we'll see Paul take on the final stage along with Jack is Trash and Just Trigger. Congratulations to Paul. What an amazing run. The final stage is here. 3 competitors have made it out of the 30 that we started with in the anniversary 5th tournament. It begins with the deluxe bricks, where competitors must climb up a big wall of bricks. It's basically a modified version of the brick climb from stage 2. Then it's a metal ladder where competitors must go across 6 metal rods going back and forth as fast as they can. Then they must transition onto the final obstacle, the final rope, where competitors must climb this rope as fast as they can and hit the buzzer. The time limit is 30 seconds, very strict. All 3 competitors have a very different skill set, but all deserve to be here. Let's go down to the first runner. The first competitor to take on the final stage in this new era is Jack is Trash. Jack is Trash has always been a good competitor, but recently got to the final stage in Ender Challenge after a beautiful performance on stage 3. However, the success was shortly followed by heartbreak, as just too many mistakes on the final stage caused him to time up after he kept slipping down on the honey rotation climb. However, that's not the only course he's had success in, as in Omnikin's Challenge, Tournament 2, he became one of 2 grand champions. Achieving Kanzeha with 3 seconds left on the dot. But now, Jack is Trash is here at the SASUKE Craft final stage for his first time since the original SASUKE Craft 7. Can he make it to the top? 3 obstacles, 30 seconds. This is one of the hardest final stages he will ever attempt. Can he do it? Will he get Kanzeha? Or will he fail the final stage? It is time to find out. Jack is Trash. 30 seconds are on the clock. And he has begun climbing up the deluxe bricks. He never actually attempted the brick climb, so this is basically new to him as he goes across. And he misses the transfer. That's going to waste so much time. And he misses another one. Jack is Trash is in shambles already. And Jack misses the brick and he's down. Jack is Trash. An incredible tournament is over in a matter of seconds on the final stage. Right here with his first mistake. Jumped too early and missed the brick. And then on this jump just ran right into the next brick, which eventually ended up with him missing that jump and falling all the way down to the floor of the final stage. Congratulations, Jack, for an incredible tournament, but he will not be achieving Kanzen Seiha. Next up is the first competitor taking on this stage that's made it here before. It's Just Trigger. Just Trigger. Last time he made it here was in Tournament 2, where he became the first competitor to ever clear Stage 3 in the reboot. However, he was not able to achieve Kanzen Seiha as he timed up after making a bunch of mistakes on the final rope. However, he has learned from his mistakes and been practicing the final rope for a long time, and now it's all coming down to this. Can Just Trigger achieve Kanzen Seiha? One of 2 competitors left in the competition, him and Paul, the first ever dynamic duo, made it to the final stage back in Tournament 2, and they're both here after they just witnessed Jack is Trash fail the first obstacle. Just Trigger staring up at this brutal beast of a tower, the Metal Mountain. This is his moment. He knows he can do it. We know he has the speed, but will the pressure get to him, or will he still achieve Kanzen Seiha for his first time ever? And he begins onto the Lux bricks, climbing up as fast as he can. He just saw Jack fail, so he's looking to learn from his mistakes. He gets a jump that Jack fell on, and now he's officially made it farther than Jack ever did on this obstacle. And he's made it. Now the metal ladder needs to hurry though. He's going up as fast as he can. This is how you do it. Just Trigger, the jump into the final rope. He's doing very good. Just Trigger, climbing up at electric speed, but he slips down. Just Trigger, it's not going to be enough, and Just Trigger is out of time. Just Trigger would have done it, but he slipped down. He crashed under the pressure. His first mistake was right here. He spent too much time on that brick after almost overshooting it. Then he had a perfect strategy on the metal ladder. That was a perfect example of how to do it. But then he was climbing up and just, right there, he jumped too early and couldn't climb up fast enough and fell down. And Just Trigger, for his second time, time's up on the final stage. Very unfortunate. The last competitor remaining in the competition is about to take on the final stage. Paul Roblox YT in Tournament 1 had a shocking fail on the cliffhanger. No one expected him to fail it, but he did. However, he came back in Tournament 2 and became the second competitor to ever clear the third stage in the reboot. However, just like JT, he unfortunately timed up. He probably could have done it, but he stopped on the second to last chain and missed the buzzer. However, in the original series, in Tournament 2, he failed the last jump of the whole course, but bounced back in the next tournament to achieve Kanzen Seiha in Tournament 3 of the original series. However, that was not the only time he made it to the final stage, as in Tournament 5, he made it back there, but slipped down due to a head hitter, and that caused him to time up on the final stage. In terms of other competitions, he cleared in Pixel Ninja 6 for his first time in that competition, after a lot of Stage 1 struggles. However, unfortunately, his success would not be for long, as he'd failed the metal spin on Stage 2 in that tournament. He also was the first competitor to ever get to Stage 3 on mobile in Ender Challenge. However, that run ended early. He also has a bunch of brain power, as he got 3rd place in Galaxy Survivor Bighorn Mountains. But now, with that insane track record, can it lead to a Kanzen Seiha once again? He's begun! And he's climbing up the deluxe bricks. He saw Jack is Trash fail this. He's climbing up very fast. He almost slips, but he saved it. He just saw Just Trigger time up. Hopefully he does not time up, but he's climbing up the deluxe bricks. He is wasting a little bit of time though, but he makes it up into the metal ladder. Has to go very fast. He doesn't have a lot of time. Paul just trying to get as far as he can. Paul, can he do it? No, he misses the mount. Sasuke Craft Tournament 5 is over on the final stage. Paul Roblox YT will not be achieving constant Seha for a second time. Right there on that brick, he spent way too much time, which wasted so much. And then on the metal ladder, he lagged a little bit, but went very fast in it, just like JT did. However, the pressure got to him and he forgot to sprint and missed the jump into the final rope, meaning that Sasuke Craft 5 is over. I would like to thank everyone who ran this tournament. Even if you failed the first jump or you got first place by making it to the final stage, you helped out a ton with getting this tournament done as quick as possible. I'd like to congratulate our top 3, being Jack is Trash, Paul Roblox YT, and Just Sugar, getting the last man standing. Thank you to everyone who helped out. I'll see you next time for the ultimate survival attack Sasuke Craft.